Today we're on a mission to taste test New York's highest rated food trucks. Are they as good as everyone says? Let's find out. Starting with Diso's Italian Sandwich Society, New York's only Italian deli on wheels. Best sandwich ever. Feels like I'm back in Italy. Totally recommend. Friendly people and great service with great food. What else to ask? So I'm reviewing Diso's only to take a moment to say it's the best Italian sandwich I have eaten, and I've eaten a ton in my life. The quality of meats, the mozzarella, the bread, nothing is more satisfying. Sally balls and Fat Pete are delicious. This truck is right next to my new office and is already a favorite of mine. So you can see they've got rave reviews from the office workers who are hungry, and now I'm hungry.
How can I help you today?
Yeah, I would love to get one of the Big Paulies, and then I want to do a Carmine. I want to do the spicy chicken, and can we make it Don Fanucci size?
Sure, that's one of our biggest sandwich.
Okay, I'm excited, I'm hungry.
We're gonna start with the beef poli with the brick oven rustic Italian. We're gonna add some farm cheese and fresh basil. Here we're gonna have our homemade marinara sauce. We're gonna have the fresh mozzarella. This is one of the most popular.
Then this is not the biggest sandwich, this is the normal sandwich.
Yeah, the normal one. Right now we got our biggest sandwich. This is called the Don Fanucci, and we're gonna do the chipotle aioli, the spicy honey, pickles, and arugula. We're gonna add some grilled onions, our spicy soppressata, and provolone cheese. And then boom. This is it. This is gonna be for the Carmine. Here we're gonna have our homemade marinara sauce, broccoli rabe, fresh mozzarella. We're gonna add some mortadella and our breaded chicken.
I think the Don Fanucci is at least 5 pounds, by the way. Oh my goodness. Gonna need a workout after I eat this, and to eat this is a workout.
You have another sandwich here as a bonus, okay?
Well, you threw another one in?
Yeah.
Oh my God, thank you guys so much. All right, we're taking our seat on 6.5 Ave, New York's hidden street. I want to start with the spicy chicken Don Fanucci because this thing's insane. They let me in on a secret, the Don Fanucci. Tell me in the comments if you know where that reference comes from. It's a secret menu item. They didn't have it listed. The owner told me about it. They said this is the largest Italian sandwich in New York. I don't know if it's the largest, but it's definitely the largest one you can get on a food truck. Oh my goodness. Look at this. I think I would need a week to eat this thing. Starting off, we've got the grande ciabatta bread, chicken cutlet, hot soppressata, provolone cheese, grilled onions, arugula pickles, spicy honey, chipotle aioli spread. This thing has a little bit of everything. This is our first stop, so I'm not gonna pretend like I'm gonna finish all this, but this will go to good use. To my cameraman James and my wife Adriana and myself later. It'll be eaten eventually. More manageable when you split it into 4. If you just got this for lunch, I think you'd be okay. Look how stacked this is. Oh, this is calling to me. Let me take a big bite. The grande ciabatta. The flavor of that bread and the crunch, it leads you into all the other ingredients, and somehow this just works. Chicken cutlet, nice and tender, good flavor, provolone cheese, never going wrong with that. Spicy soppressata, not that hot, little spicy, just the right balance of ingredients here. Nobody talked about the Don Fanucci in the ratings I saw, but they should. I think this would be good for a little office party. Ooh, look at this. Oh wow, the Big Polly. Oh, I can smell the mozzarella. I smell the sauce already. I love the whole, like, it's an Italian secret society. They have mafia nicknames for a lot of their sandwiches. It's very clever. And this isn't even the biggest sandwich they have. Look how stacked this is. So we've got breaded chicken cutlet parm, fresh mozz, homemade marinara, shaved Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, fresh basil, okay? On the brick oven rustic Italian bread. My mouth is watering. Let's see if I can get this all in one big bite. This is the most Italian-American sandwich you could possibly get. Chicken parm, just layers of it, and the mozz on top and the marinara sauce. So many flavors going on. I love the bread too. It's so soft. This would be what I would order for lunch if I was having a really rough day at the office, or I was just walking by as a tourist, and I wanted that classic New York Italian experience. That's the thing with Italian sandwiches, they never go out of style. They've been around so long. And this one's gonna be tough to top. All right, we have the Carmine, which is a slight variation of the Big Polly. Chicken cutlet, mortadella, broccoli rabe, fresh mozzarella, homemade marinara. Let's see if the broccoli rabe makes the difference here. Oof, look at this. It's like Big Paulie's cousin, you know, a guy who knows a guy. That's a great thing about a spot like Diso's. You're not getting skimped on ingredients. This is the Italian deli experience, even as a food truck. So, all right, let's see if my mouth can fit over all this in one bite. It's not as intense as the Big Paulie. I think the broccoli calms it down a little bit, but doesn't have those same like intense tomato flavor notes with the cheese, but equally good. My favorite thing about this type of sandwich is just how the bread soaks in all of the sauce and the juices. I understand the Diso's praise right now. They actually have multiple locations, so you have to check their website to like where they're gonna be on a certain day, which I find exciting because different people in different neighborhoods can try them. But I've never recommended an Italian deli food truck before. They're the only one in the city, and I say try them out for sure. I'm impressed. Tony Dragon's Grill, another place I absolutely love the name, and people rave about this spot. Want to eat a burger in New York? Go here. Definitely go. I went 3 times during my trip to New York. Eat everything. Tony Dragon's takes truck food to a whole new level. The food does not disappoint. The chicken has always been tender in all the dishes I've ordered. They are great for team lunches. I order from my desk and the orders are done within 15 minutes. Lamb gyro was the best I've ever had. Explosion of flavors. Will definitely come back for more. Oof, okay, I'm pumped, I'm pumped.
My name is Konstantinos Dragonis. I'm the son of Tony. We use the freshest, highest quality ingredients possible, and we do not compromise on the taste. The truck actually started as a small stainless steel wagon in 1986. My father started out selling pretzels and hot dogs. He started adding a grill to the little hot dog cart, and it started to get bigger, and he started selling chicken breast and burgers. Now it's expanded into a truck, and we do all kinds of bowls, sandwiches, and all kinds of fresh proteins. The typical customer at Tony Dragon's is white collar, blue collar, no collar, everybody. We operate in the Upper East Side. The spectrum is so wide.
Awesome, yeah, I'd love to try the ribeye steak and chicken bowl. And could I also do the 7-ounce gypsy burger?
We got our brioche bun with fresh melted mozzarella. This burger features mayonnaise. And the star of the show is our chili moni, house-made tomato jalapeno puree. We make it from scratch every morning. It's a little spicy, but not too much. Top it off with a little bit of salt. Gonna close that up for you. It's a little messy, but it's worth it.
Messy is always worth it.
These guys are busy. You can see they're a neighborhood staple. So we have the gypsy burger, 7 ounces. You know that the meat quality here is elevated over your typical food truck. Messy might be an understatement, but we're gonna make it work. There's no classy way to eat this, so we're just gonna take a big bite. I don't know if it's the chili moni or how tender and juicy this burger is, but that is one of the most unique burgers I've ever tried in my entire life. I don't know if I've ever used the words, a burger melts in your mouth, but this burger actually does that. The combination of flavors going on, I gotta tell you, I actually had not heard of this truck, and I've looked up best burgers in New York before, and I know they've been on some lists. I'm kind of ashamed that I've never tried this before as a burger fan. This is the kind of burger that you would expect to be served at some higher end restaurant, and here it is at a food truck 1 block from Central Park. This is amazing. Absolute home run.
My name is John. I'm from California. I'm a gypsy from California. Chili moni started, I guess, years ago when our family all made it for barbecues, steaks. It consists of tomatoes, grilled peppers, jalapeno peppers, garlic, oil, salt, pepper, I think a little bit of butter. It's a must-have when we make barbecues and stuff, and I came all the way from California just to come try the truck because it's the best burger, personally, to me, in the world. From what I remember, a gypsy guy came. I think when they first opened up, he was like, hey, you guys should make a burger with this thing we make called chili moni. Showed him how to make it, and then it kind of was a success, and it blew up from here on out.
We're gonna make the chicken and steak grouping bowl, which is a really popular dish. So we got the arugula in the bowl. We're gonna come over to the station of rice, add the rice in there. He's putting the ribeye steak on the grill. He's gonna sear that on both sides. Ideally, we like to pull that at a medium rare and then cut it up. Salt and pepper. Chicken breasts, slice it up the way he does. We use very high quality ribeye steak, equivalent to steakhouse quality. Our chicken breast is famous for how succulent it is. Top it off right there with some tomato and cucumber. And he's gonna apply our vinaigrette, which is our house-made vinaigrette. We even have bottled it up and we sell it by popular demand. That's our house-made tzatziki sauce, features yogurt, cucumber, and dill. Voila.
That Gypsy Burger is going to be a tough act to follow, but we've got the ribeye and chicken bowl. I like what they're doing here because you've got something really healthy. You've also got that Greek touch to it. Nice and tender. I'm telling you, this meat is better than some meat I've had at steakhouses. It should be Tony Dragon's Steakhouse, not Tony Dragon's Grill. Open up a steakhouse, I'll come. With the tzatziki sauce, that Greek flair from the grilled chicken. We could put this on a stick, like chicken souvlaki. It would kill. They're really doing almost the impossible here. You're putting incredible, juicy meat into a healthy bowl. Who does that? Usually when I'm eating something healthy, the taste is kind of secondary. But here it's about the taste first, and then you realize, well, this is a healthy meal too. I'm a fan. So good. Here's the play. You go to Tony Dragon's Grill, take your food to go, and walk to Central Park. Or just come here, period, because this really is a hidden gem. We've got Casa Birria on the Upper East Side. There are so many birria trucks in Manhattan, but very few have 4.7 on Google. Everything is simple, flavorful, fresh, and affordable. Cannot go wrong with this little truck. Friendly and always happy to make a recommendation. The Molita is delicious, crispy cheese and beefy goodness. Probably the best birria in Manhattan. If you like beef, then try Birria. The meat is juicy and tender. Amazing birria tacos. I've had plenty of tacos in my life from all over the country, but this one is definitely at the top of my list. Strong words. I love birria. Let's give it a go. Hey, how are you? I wanted to get the birria combo with consomme. Everything, yeah, con todo. Piping hot, definitely looks good. Look at this consomme, guys. Cilantro, onions, we got everything in there. And we got birria tacos with the salsa on top. We're doing this in true Upper East Side fashion. We've got a nice doorman building to my right and a doorman building to the left. Birria tacos in the middle. Very colorful, smell amazing too. Let me put a little lime on top. Look at that. Birria tacos really blew up on the New York food scene, I'd say 4 or 5 years ago. Now I feel like you could find them on just about every corner of the city. You dunk this corn tortilla, you dunk it in the consomme, and you enjoy. Juicy, tender. It's passing all the tests that I would, generally have for a birria taco, and I've had all the really famous ones in the city. You know what I like about this one? The tortilla, nice and crunchy. Upper East Side, wow. Didn't think this spot would be hiding up here. Is this the best birria taco I've had in my life, including going to Mexico? No. Is this the best birria taco I've had in New York? Also, gonna say no. Is this very good? Oh, heck yeah. If I lived in the Upper East Side, would I come here once a week? Very, very likely. Wherever you're watching from, our birria taco is now a thing in your city too, because this was originally like hangover food in Mexico for brunches. My wife Adriana has explained to me all about that. This is what you want out of a birria taco. This is neighborhood people loving their spot. Totally respect that. I definitely approve this. If you're wondering, my all-time favorites in New York, I'm gonna go with Birrialandia, then Nene's Taqueria. Very, very close second. These guys would be in the equation though, definitely top 5. So this is the most unassuming food truck in a neighborhood that's just lined with them. I ordered the lamb and chicken shawarma. Thank you. This spot has an almost flawless 4.9 on Google and 0 social media presence. Wow, this place is amazing, an absolute gem of a find, so close to Times Square. Moody was working the truck and has the best customer service. Such a nice guy, and the food is incredible. I've had street food all over New York City. Trust me, this is one of the best places ever. Best biryani, best chicken, crispiest fries ever. You'd be nuts to stand in a Dell's line when this is around the corner. Better, faster, more options, and a no-brainer. Wow, those are some fighting words right there. Wow. This is a lot of white sauce. This is your typical halal food in New York. For those who don't know what halal is, it's food made under Islamic law. The halal guys, I would say, popularized it quite a bit. Now there's hundreds of trucks doing it. Everybody has their favorite, and from the looks of it, this could be interesting. $14, and I think I got the entire food truck on one plate, from the French fries on top to the biryani rice buried underneath, chicken, lamb, veggies, white sauce, a little hot sauce. This is New York halal food, essentially. You could really put this in in a textbook. I think we got some lamb. I'm gonna take a few bites. Lamb's tender, juicy, okay. Hot sauce, actually hot. Try some of the chicken. tender. This is just one of those meals if you ordered, I think you'd be happy. I don't know if it's going to be generating the kind of buzz like an Adele's, which we've covered before, which is still my favorite halal food in all of New York. They're a bit controversial right now because the wait is like an hour or two, unless you arrive right as they open at 5 o'clock. One of the best meals you can bring back to your hotel room. This is just like a symphony of flavors going on. This is one of those meals that just grows on you the more you eat it. It didn't blow me away. First bite, it wasn't love at first bite, but it's love after bite number 10. This is what New York halal is really all about. I talked to the employee, I said, where's the food from? Middle East. How long have you been around? Long time. It's a New York conversation right there. I had a feeling when he was that sort of terse, it was gonna be good. I feel like I've tried just about every single ingredient on this. I think the white sauce is a little bit sweeter than I'm used to. I think the 4.9 rating on Google, I think it's like their loyal, hardcore fan base. Do I think it's a 4.9? No, I'm not ranking places today. I wouldn't say no if you brought me this, although there are other halal trucks around here, which I do prefer. Again, Adele's, if you're willing to wait an hour or two, and Royal Halal, which we've covered in the past as well. Also like better, a little bit different style, of course, but it's good enough. Now that you've seen the highest rated food trucks, what about TikTok's most viral spots? Are they worth it? Watch this video next to find out.